California dreaming about you.
Hey guys, it's been a while since my last upload. A lot has been going on. I had a lot of projects. I've been planning a move. I'm moving out of state. I don't know if the hat doesn't give it away. I live in the state of Michigan and I'm planning on moving to the state of Texas very soon. That's taken a big chunk of my time, you know how that goes. Plus, I started a new channel about my other job. If you're interested or curious, just check it out. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. And yes, as I mentioned in the title, this short video is gonna be about pricing, cost of a vinyl wrap job, cars in specific. This is mainly for customers to get like some kind of perspective on how to price a job, what to look for, and what to watch out for. For this video, I'm gonna use one of my customers' cars. It's a Ford Mustang. In black. The change on this car is gonna be drastic because he's going for something really like different. Let me show you what he picked. It's this guy right here. It's by Avery. It's the lime green, so yep, you can see it's gonna be a big change. Anyways, back to the subject at hand. So why does wrap installers ask for top money for a wrap job? Sometimes it can be even more expensive than a paint job. Well, let me show you why. It's basically the teardown. There's a big misconception about vinyl wrapping. From my experience at least, I noticed that like 80% of my customers doesn't even know what goes into a wrap job. People think that it's way easier than it actually is. So what makes a good wrap job stand out is prep work. Just like a paint job, you have to prep the surface, have the car ready before you lay down the vinyl. I'm not gonna say laying down the actual vinyl is the easy part, but at least in my case it's like the fun part. That's in case you like what you do, you like your job, and you like this kind of work, you have a passion for cars, for customization, stuff like that. But the prep work, let me tell you, if it's done right, it's a pain. As you can see here, front bumper has been removed, headlights, grille, side markers. Sometimes on the Mustang the side mirrors are like up here, they're not even a part of the door panel, so I'm lucky there I guess. But in most cars you have to remove the side mirror, so that includes taking off the inner panel, and that takes a lot of time and effort. Door handles in most cases have to come off. Side markers again. For example, to remove a side marker you have to take off the whole bumper, and for anybody who worked on cars before, if you want to take off any panel on a car in a safe way, you have to really take your time. In a lot of situations you have to do some research before you start taking off stuff, so you won't risk breaking or scratching parts on the car, especially if you're working on somebody else's car, it's not your own, because instead of making money you're going to be like paying money out of pocket replacing stuff. Antenna, tail lights, emblem, tail lights. Sometimes spoilers or wings have to come off. Again, I still have to remove this handle too. So basically everything has to come off the car. For a car like this, for me, I worked on Mustangs before, so I kind of know like where everything goes. But let's say this was my first Mustang, I would have to sit behind a computer for hours researching every single part, how to remove it safely without doing any mistakes, where to pull, where the bolts, screws, nuts are located. That's a long, annoying process. Of course, there's gonna be people out there, they're gonna say, oh god, I can like disassemble or tear down this whole car in a couple of hours. Yes, it can be done, but if you want to do it safely without leaving any scratches or marks or dents or plastic breaking everywhere on somebody's car, then no, a couple of hours is not going to be enough. Like for me, on this car, to remove all this stuff, I took a whole day. It's actually the little things, like, let me show you here. For different panels, there are different screws, different bolts, different clips, so I have to organize, write down everything, where everything goes back, because you need to put everything back exactly where it was. Otherwise you're gonna have complaints, people coming back to you. When somebody's coming to you to do a wrap job, I'm paying like top dollar for it. They're expecting like a certain level of skill and service. Now if you're a customer and you're taking your car somewhere to be wrapped, here's what you look out for. If somebody's giving you a very cheap price, then something is off. Most probably in these cases the installer is not taking off parts. like I did here. And in that case, they can save a lot of time. And what they do, they don't lay the vinyl under the parts, like under the door handle, for example, here, or in the front. Let me show you here on the front. If the headlight wasn't taken off the car right here, I wouldn't be able to fold the vinyl behind the panel, behind the edge here. I will be cutting right on the edge. That means you're gonna have a big chance of lifting, the vinyl pulling back if there's a lot of stretch. Basically, that car is gonna look amazing for the first few days or maybe a week or so, and then you're gonna start having issues. Make sure the installer is taking their time. You get what you pay for, basically. So you're gonna have like a proper nice finish if the prep work and the teardown part is done right. Now we come to the vinyl itself. Not all vinyl is priced the same. Different vinyl finishes are priced different. There's a lot that goes into this. There's a lot of details, but I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. Basically, your gloss and matte finishes are somehow cheaper than all the other finishes. Then comes your chrome, which is very pricey, and the satin finishes. These are pricey. Then we go one step further. You reach the graphics, the printed graphics, the custom-made graphics, which is like a combination of 2 or maybe 3 or maybe sometimes even 4 layers of vinyl. Then a wrap job can reach up to like $10,000, maybe $11,000, depending on the amount of hours and the skill level needed to wrap a car. Okay, now final point is going to be the car model and make. So if you want to know if your car is going to cost you a lot of money to wrap, just look at your car. If there's a lot of sharp corners or edges, that's going to be harder to wrap. If there's like a hood scoop, see here, there's somehow of a hood scoop here, but it's not really, we don't have any vents here at the front. It's not really high. It's kind of curved, so it's relatively easy to wrap. But if you have like a Dodge Charger, SRT, SRT8s, Hellcats, let me see, Challengers, or maybe even one of those classic muscle cars, Camaros and such, with the big hood scoop, that's going to be really tough and time consuming to wrap. Side vents, that's another thing. So here it's a really blank and straightforward panel. We don't have any side vents. That's good. If you have a sunroof, that takes more time to wrap, because after you wrap the whole roof, you have a whole lot of cutting. That brings up the price. Spoilers. If you have to take off the spoiler or wing, or you have to wrap around it, either way it's gonna bring up the price. I think I covered most of it and gave you like a general idea what affects the price, what to look out for. So if you have in your car or boat, motorcycle, whatever project you have wrapped, my advice would be take your time, or give the installer enough time. Don't rush the installer, because the more time you give the installer, the better job he's gonna do and the better end result you're gonna have. Other than that, do some research, ask some questions before you leave your project with the installer, like, are you gonna be taking off panels? Are you gonna wrap around stuff? What exactly are you taking off? Is there gonna be any seams? Seams are not like your enemy. Sometimes you don't mind a seam here and there, you're gonna save a lot of money. I'm not gonna go into that right now, but sometimes if you're okay with having a seam, you're gonna save a lot of money on vinyl cost and on time, because it makes the wrap job way easier. I think that covers it. Please, if you have any questions, there might be something I missed, just leave your questions down in the comment section and I will try my best to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.
You.